We're back with the first video post Hyrox, and it is a new training block. So I'm going to take you through some of my training and what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and why I essentially phase out the year as I do with training. Obviously, finished Hyrox London, got an 11-minute PB or just over a 10-minute PB even, and enjoyed it. Actually enjoyed Hyrox solo. So I am going to be entering more. I'm going to enter some more solos, I'm going to enter some more doubles, hopefully get into Birmingham in October and then London again in December, and then aim for some big PBs. That's going to be the goal. But right now, I am looking to just improve the running. I think the running is always going to be one of the biggest parts of Hyrox. We've also got Athex in August, and again, running, rowing, quite a big element. So looking towards those things, I'm going to be in this next block, this next sort of 10-week block, I'm going to be doing squat, bench, deadlift improvements. I'm going to be looking at run threshold improvements, and I'm going to be running some base runs as well, so to improve my aerobic endurance. So those sort of 5 things. And then I've got the opportunity there to progress my physique. So that's kind of what we're looking for. Come down on the 5K time. That's a big, big goal of mine. That's kind of priority number 1. And we're going to go and see what my sort of 30-minute threshold time is today. I'm not going to test a 5K. 5K will probably be a little bit quicker because I'm going to have to take some time off because it's 30 minutes. I'm going to build into it. I'm not going to go 100%, but I am going to go probably 85-90% to see where things are at. So yes, it's a true threshold test, but I'll take a little bit off because I don't really know my pacing for this. But that's the point. Go and do it, see where it's at, and then see where it's at in 8 to 10 weeks' time. And then I've done bench, I will be doing squat, I'll be doing deadlift, and then what I will probably do come sort of June time is rotate bench out and go with overhead press, because overhead press is in Athex, so it's overhead press, squat and deadlift, so then it makes sense to obviously work on that. But I've done a lot of overhead press, so I'm going to just back off. It's still pressing, I'm still doing some sort of pressing through the bench, so I'll still see progress there, and yeah, I want to improve my bench and improve my running at the same time. So I'm going to go and do this test. I'll let you know how I get on. Who knows? I have no prediction for this. I don't know what time I'm going to get. I'm just going to see how it goes. Threshold run is done. Laura didn't join me for that one because she ran on Saturday, and she's running, you're doing 2 runs a week, aren't you? So 2 runs a week. We are going to run 60 minutes in the morning. Yeah. 60-minute zone 2, I think, tomorrow morning. There's no pressure on that one. That really is just easy run, conversational, chat on the way round, and yeah, see how far we run in pretty much an hour. I think it's 45 minutes to an hour, so we'll aim for an hour, but if it's 45-50 minutes, we'll see. It's a nice chilled one. First longer run post Hyrox. I've got to look after myself a little bit this week. It's probably one of the keys, and if you've just raced, if you've just done an event, it can be very, very easy to do one of 2 things, which is come straight back in and be ridiculously motivated and try and just do everything all at once, and that is pretty much how I've tried to treat this week, and I'll touch on it a bit later, but not the right way to go about things. Or you might end up taking a week off. I personally like keeping myself moving, and I think there's a little bit of a balance between the 2, and that's pretty much what I'm going to try and do now. And you know, I've got a few things to test. I did my threshold run. It was a 4:52 kilometer pace. It's not too bad. 6.17 kilometers in 30 minutes. That I would like to think will be more towards 6.75, I think, by the end of this block. Take into account the fact that I had next to no energy for that run. Take into account I was hungry, tired. You know, there's no excuses, it just is what it is, and yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. So yeah, we will see where this goes. At the end of this block, I'd like to think I'll be sort of half a kilometre ahead of where I'm at now. That'll be a nice little progression. But yeah, not my best run, but like I say, sub 20-minute 5K is the big goal for this block, and then gain half a kilometre on this 30-minute threshold run would be nice. And yeah, we've got some strength lifts to go through.
post zone 2 10k fuel, recovery fuel, I suppose. Pasta, chicken, veg, lovely bit of garlic bread, garlic flatbread, some squash. But I'm glad that is done. Yeah, story time, I suppose. I obviously started making this video. I was going to show you a lot of my training this week and how I was getting straight back into it. But I was actually going to discuss how difficult it's been. And I've actually found it really, really hard because I think a lot of people, they don't really show you this side of it, is post-event, you can get, like, I suppose these post-event blues where you're just missing the event and missing sort of the prep for it. And where I've done so much training for it, it then becomes really, really hard to then not have that so close. So even though we've got Athex in August and we've got, I'll be aiming, if I can get a ticket, obviously, to do Birmingham Hyrox in October, London Hyrox in December. It's still just really, really hard to get straight back into the swing of things with training. Not even just from a motivation perspective, because I'm really, really motivated to train, but in actual fact, it's been energy. It's been, my body's just been fatigued, just been tired, really, really tired. So yeah, this week's been a struggle. I had every intention of racing last Thursday and then getting straight back into training and being super motivated and doing everything that I need to do. And in all honesty, it's not happened to the level that I wanted it to happen. So I've gone from racing, I played a football match on Saturday, and then basically since that point, since Sunday, my body's been so tired, so tired. And I was trying to do, I got my bench 3 rep max done at sort of a 8 out of 10 RP. That was okay, that was Sunday. And then conditioning session Monday, and it was after that. It was really after that conditioning session that I just realized how tired I was, how much my body just needed a bit of a rest. And yeah, I started to manage things a little bit better. I went out and did the 30-minute threshold test yesterday, even though that was Tuesday, even though I was feeling tired. I still went and got it done. But what I did was I took it a little bit easier. I took the deadlifts a little bit easier as well when I went and did my whole body session. Then today it was just zone 2, 60 minutes. So zone 2, 60 minutes, nice easy run with Laura. And then I'm going to do just full body tomorrow. Again, probably like a 6 or 7 RP out of 10, just to look after myself, take Friday off. And I suspect that I'll be ready to go again come sort of the weekend, come sort of Sunday. But yeah, just a bit of post-race blues. And I had every intention of showing you my my training this week. But there's not been much to tell. There's not been much to show. And, you know, if you've experienced this or you're experiencing this, where you hit a big goal, you do an event, you've done a Hyrox, you've done a half marathon, 10K, 5K PB, whatever it may be, if you've done any of these things and then you've just realized that you've almost had this post-event blues. I suppose the other thing is even just like if you've been, say, cutting down for a holiday and you go on that holiday and you come back from holiday and suddenly you find like motivation at a low. Again, motivation not really my problem this week. It's more just feeling fatigued and struggling to get back into what my expectation was. But yeah, if you've had any of those things, experienced post-race blues, post-event blues, then let me know. Like drop a comment in and let me know your experience with it. But yeah, I feel like I'll be back into the swing of things, and that's when I'm going to start doing a few more interesting videos. So we'll be looking at training, we'll be looking at the preps for some of these events that will be coming up, and it's just really about getting through these next sort of 8 weeks, building that base and understanding, do you know what, I don't need to book that next race, that next event, even though I really, really want to. I'd love to book something for the rest, something in April, I'd love to book something in May. I've looked at Athex in Berlin, I've looked at Hybrid Games, which I've been told is coming out today in Birmingham for the start of July, so I've kind of looked at that. So yeah, it's a tricky situation. Maybe I will find an event, but first and foremost, if you struggled with this, let your body reset, let your body relax, get yourself back to baseline, get training again, get that consistency, that routine back, and then look at the next thing. I'm pleased I've got goals for later this year. I'm also pleased that I'm going to let myself have these next sort of couple of weeks, rest a little bit, relax a little bit, get some good food in, recover, and then focus on the next thing. There's a lot more to come on this channel. I'm going to be obviously showing you a lot more of my training, a lot more of my food. I've got some really, really interesting videos coming up. And yeah, if you're looking forward to obviously seeing them or you want to see them, do make sure that you hit subscribe, And do like these videos as well, because it's really, really useful for us. It obviously motivates us to keep doing them. Yeah, and if you subscribe, you'll be the first to know once we have loaded up a new video of our process. Yesterday, easy 10K, well, easy 60 minutes, which worked out to be about 10.5K, so not too bad for zone 2, and it was a proper zone 2. I see you if you are saying it's zone 2 and your heart rate is 160 beats per minute. That is not zone 2. But yesterday I did a piece on how I was struggling, and today I feel absolutely fantastic. So I'm training, a little quick warm up, and then I'm going to see where my back squat is at for a triple. It's not going to be too heavy. I'm going to leave a bit in the tank. Laura is deadlifting. She's still on some high rep work as we start to progress down and periodize towards sort of ATHEX in August. So yeah, whole body session for me. Might finish with some conditioning, rest tomorrow. Saturday's a football match. I've got 3 games next week, and then I've got to work my training around it. So I'm going to train Sunday, Monday, might do upper Tuesday, and then I'll train Thursday with a recovery run, Friday off. And then yeah, we're approaching the end of football season, and I'm really going to accelerate training side of things. So I'm going to get cracking. Let's go. I'll show you some of Laura's deadlifts, show you some of my squats, take you through this session. Good afternoon. It is 1:10, it's Friday, and I have been out, got fresh on my rest day, had a nice haircut. I mean, you might not think it's nice, but it was nice to get out and get away from the laptop for a bit and catch up with Jack over some work bits, which is nice. Jack recorded the last YouTube video and did a load of my content for Hyrox London. So yeah, it's Friday, Good Friday, and we are back.
Every Friday's a Good Friday.
Every Friday's a Good Friday. We like Fridays. But yeah, it is actually Good Friday today. So we are just sorting out a few bits for Project Strong, which is Laura's project, essentially. But we are currently just discussing the programs. We have 4 programs. These are not ours, by the way. They look like ours. They're not. Oh, this one is. That one's ours. We're just discussing the program. So Laura and I are sitting down and we are going over the Project Strong programs. We essentially have 4 programs, and it is base, tone, perform, and strong. So we've got 4 programs for the women that are going to be starting on Monday with us. And yeah, Laura's really looking forward to it. It's a fantastic project that she's been working really, really hard on. So yeah, looking forward to getting that launched. We are just finalising the programs. Everyone will be joining and starting tomorrow. This is what we do on our rest days. Friday's meant to be the start of our weekend because we start our work week on a Sunday, but we actually have a lot to do, and we're quite enjoying getting this getting these bits set up. So it's really, really exciting. So yeah, rest day from the gym today, feeling a hell of a lot better, which you would have seen earlier on in the video. I was struggling for energy, fatigue, and my sessions were struggling, but after a rest day today, just a whole body session yesterday, I'm feeling a hell of a lot better. And then next week again will be a full training week, and it will be fast forwarding, pushing training on. So I'm going to get these programs done. I'm going to get this video edited and loaded onto YouTube. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. We do have a lot more. We do have a lot more videos coming. We're going to be trying some things out as well. So yeah, some different style videos, a lot more training, a lot more sort of like vlogs, weekly vlogs, a lot more events. So Hyrox's, ATHEX, and a couple of little challenges as well is what's going on in my head at the moment. So yeah, if you don't already, please do engage with the video, like, subscribe. It really, really does help us. It motivates us to obviously keep doing them. And yeah, it's a bit of a long-term thing for us. So we're looking forward to creating and doing more of these. So that's it for this one. We will see you in the next. Yeah. Enjoy your Easter weekend.